The hardest truth I have faced in my 83 years is this: I am a prisoner in my own body. That sounds dramatic, I know, but it's accurate. I remember reading once that your body is the only home you truly own, and I laughed. I thought that was such a silly, serious thing to say. I spent 6 decades treating this vessel like a cheap rental car, believing I could drive it into the ground and just trade it in for a newer model when the lease was up. The problem is, there is no trade-in. This is it. And the wreckage? I'm trapped right in the middle of it. When I say rental car, I mean I put absolutely no thought into the maintenance. If I wanted to eat something processed and deep-fried at 10 p.m., I did it. If I had a spare hour to go for a walk or put my feet up, the couch won every single time. My thinking was always, I'll start tomorrow, or I'll fix that when I retire. I had this fantasy that age 65 would somehow unlock unlimited energy and discipline. Decades ago, I didn't see the connection between the donut I ate today and the painful joint stiffness I would have 40 years later. It was all theory then. Now it is just reality. My 40s and 50s felt invincible. That was the height of my denial. My energy was high, I was busy raising my children, and I just kept pushing. I saw people running marathons or eating salads, and I truly felt sorry for them. Why were they denying themselves? I always told my husband Arthur, we earned this convenience. We worked hard, we should enjoy it. We lived on takeout and adrenaline. I thought the slight aches were just part of getting older, even back then. They weren't. They were warning lights blinking desperately on the dashboard that I simply taped over. Now the engine is seized, and I can't even open the door easily. I regret the food most deeply. Not just the momentary pleasure it gave me, but how aggressively I used it as a comfort tool. I use convenience foods because I was too tired to cook properly. I remember my mother, God bless her, always cooking from scratch. I thought she was old-fashioned. Turns out she was just smart. I look at the pile of medications I take every morning, and I know that almost every single pill traces back to the sheer volume of sugar and processed garbage I put into myself from 1970 to about 2010. It built a foundation of chronic illness, and I built it willingly, bite by bite. The second critical error was movement, or the lack thereof. Arthur always begged me to go walking with him after dinner, even 10 minutes. He said, Hannah, we just need to keep the joints lubricated. But I was tired. I was always tired. If I drove somewhere, I would circle the lot 5 times just to get the closest spot. I actively chose paths of least resistance. Now I have to use a cane just to get from this chair to the kitchen. Stairs are a military operation. I haven't been able to visit my granddaughter Olivia on her third-floor apartment in over 2 years. That inability to move, that's the real payment for my laziness. The bill came due around age 68. That's when the doctor stopped talking about minor adjustments and started talking about lifelong management. It was a heart attack, arthritis, and the crushing realization that my lack of care had ruined my retirement. I planned to travel. I had notebooks full of European cities I wanted to see. I thought Arthur and I would finally have time to explore the world. Instead, we spent my early retirement years in and out of clinics, focusing not on exploring culture, but on managing cholesterol and blood pressure. The money I saved for travel ended up paying for home care and expensive prescriptions. The heartbreak is missing out on the small things. I can't chase Olivia around the garden. I can't easily get down on the floor to play with her little brother Henry. I have to watch their joy from the edge of the room. I become the grandmother who is always sitting, always resting. That isn't how I envisioned my legacy. I wanted to be vibrant and capable. Instead, my physical limitations force my children to spend their precious family time tending to me, lifting things, and worrying. The wreckage affects everyone around me, not just myself. I see Arthur, my husband, and the difference is stark. He is only 2 years younger than me, but he still gardens every morning. He can still get up from the sofa without wincing. He didn't live perfectly, no one does, but he respected the vehicle. He prioritized that 15-minute walk. He ate vegetables even when he didn't want to. I used to tease him about his boring consistency. Now I see that consistency wasn't boring, it was freedom. He bought himself years of mobility and independence, the two most precious gifts in old age. I wish I had paid attention to his example instead of prioritizing fleeting comfort. My daily life is dictated by pain and medication schedules. Waking up is slow, stiff, and often disheartening. I take 5 different medications before breakfast even starts. Every movement is a careful negotiation. I am afraid of falling all the time, which, ironically, makes me move even less. The worst part is the guilt, the knowledge that I did this to myself. It wasn't bad luck, it was bad planning. I remember feeling so vibrant and powerful at 45. Now that memory seems like it belongs to a different person entirely. That person threw away my future independence. If you are in your 20s, 30s, or 40s right now, listen to me closely. You are making deposits right now into your future bank account. Every hour you spend sedentary, every quick meal you grab for convenience, is a withdrawal from your 70s and 80s mobility. Stop viewing exercise as punishment or a tool for vanity. It is preventative medicine. It is an investment in time with your grandchildren. It is the ability to tie your own shoes when you are my age. Do not wait for a diagnosis to start caring. Start now, because that body feels invincible until suddenly it doesn't anymore. I try to make the best of the wreckage I'm in. I move what I can. I focus on physiotherapy. I try to eat clean meals now, even though I know the major damage is already done. It's about damage control and maintaining whatever small function I have left. This armchair, this sunlit spot, is where I spend most of my days now. It's quiet, it's comfortable, and it doesn't require stairs or lengthy walking. It feels peaceful, but it's a peace bought through severe limitation. It's not the active exploring peace I dreamed of having when I was young. The final lesson I want to give you is simple, profound, and absolutely true. Stop treating your health like a refundable item. It is not. It is precious, it is unique, and once you spend it, it is gone forever. This physical life is finite, and the quality of your later years depends entirely on the choices you are making today. Cherish this body, move it, fuel it properly. Do not follow my path and end up trapped in the wreckage, watching the world go by from a window. Don't waste the freedom you still have. Start today.